Hello and welcome back to Exit Corners. I have had a teeny weeny bit of a break between recording, so it's been a little while. I have left Ray in a little bit of a situation, but I am back now to play Chapter 18, Delayed. I've just kind of given myself a little bit of a recap of some points that have happened over the past few episodes, and but most importantly, Ray is stuck in a machine. He's about to die. I don't know if we can save him. Beth's about to chop his arm off with a blunt sword. I feel like things can only get better from here. Right? Delayed. I'm curious what the delay is. I'm curious if we can save Ray. I'm curious about pretty much everything right now. Let's go then. Let's get our previously on and see what the crack is. Previously on Exit Corners. Yes, please. Here we go. It feels like it's been forever. It really does. It was like, I don't know how long ago it was that I recorded, but it feels like forever. There's so much to go over. Here goes nothing, I guess. Ether is... I guess there's no other way to say this without sounding like a madman. Oh well, here it is. Ether is clairvoyant. She knows things without having to learn them. It's not even that the information suddenly dawns on her. Apparently it's already there. Puzzle answers, contestant secrets. Not everything, but enough to weird me out. Yeah, she's it is a bit weird. That's what she says anyway. I believe her, but that's not what's on my mind right now. We got to the next corner, the red corner. It'll be tough to recount everything. So much happened so quickly, but I'll try. It feels like we're reading a diary. First up is the red corner itself. The room had nothing in it save for a peculiar machine. Inside was a programming puzzle that only Ray was qualified to solve. He got to work immediately. He was typing a mile a minute, with one hand no less. He figured it out in no time. Sent showed up to taunt him the minute the puzzle had been cleared. He even confessed that he was an AI. Sentient, if such a thing can be believed. Was he being genuine or just yanking our chains? I still don't know for sure. Imagine if it's not true. I was so sure. I think it is true. Maybe we're being punked. Whatever the case, Sent had only appeared to distract us. Sent tightened the machine's only entry point. Ray was stuck. We didn't have any way to get him out. A timer began to count down. We were all terrified. The other contestants and I couldn't get him unstuck before the timer ran out. I don't know what happened to him exactly, but it was apparently excruciating. It kind of sounded similar to what happened to us before-ish, right? With the pain and the, blood. The machine didn't kill him. It wasn't designed to. Instead, Sent was going to fire it off every 12 minutes. Forever. The only escape he'd left Ray were potassium cyanide pills. Suicide. If it weren't for some quick thinking from Liza, I'm sure he'd have downed the whole bottle. I've never felt more useless. Everyone was at a complete loss for what to do. Everyone except Beth. She gave Ray an ultimatum. Lose the arm to fight another day? Or... I don't even want to think about it. And then... Is this thing still on? Hello, is someone there? Let's try this again, shall we? Tell me your name. No, that's not my name anymore. What's wrong with me? My name is Ink. Ink Greer. And why the name Ink? You could have chosen any name at all, so why Ink? It's a good name. It's unique. It suits me. I'm sorry, but from what I'm told, that's not true at all. And where are we right now, Ink? I can't remember. Somewhere bad, I think. Somewhere dangerous. Did something like this happen at the very, very beginning of the game? I feel like it did. We can hear like wind. Close enough. If you know where I am, I need you... No, you need to send help. There are others here. Some are hurt. Please. I can't help you, Ink. Or rather, I won't. You need to help us, or you could die? Are we talking to Sent right now? Exactly, we're all in danger, so help me. Tough break. That's why I'm here, after all. Corners, etc. Corners? That seems important. More than you know. If you're not gonna help, I want you out of my head. That's not gonna happen either. You'll forget about me before long. No, I'll find out who you are. You won't even remember this conversation. Sorry. I need to remember this conversation. This feels aimed at me. I'm gonna forget it, I know. I'll remember you, your voice, everything. Mark my words, I will remember. It's about time for you to wake up. Good luck and all that. What is happening? Why were we asleep or in a whatever the hell that was? 379. Ink found himself sitting on the floor, his back against the wall. His neck was stiff as a board and the right half of his body was cold. Just the right half? To his left was Ether. She was leaning against him. She seemed to wake up under Ink's gaze, sitting upright and staring back at him. Across from him was Beth. She sported bloodshot eyes and a droopier face than Ink had remembered. Her breathing was slow. What is happening? You're awake. I didn't realize I'd fallen asleep. I thought I'd just rest for a bit, but... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to pass out. Really, you should have woken me up. You needed a rest. Besides, I believe we're still stuck in this wing. Huh. Ink put his head back and took a deep breath. Okay, so where's Ray? Tell me what happened to Ray. That door's still locked, huh? I haven't checked in the last little while, so I don't know. We can have a look now that everyone's awake. Like, we don't really have time to waste with naps and stuff. Although, like, maybe a 20-minute power nap could be productive. Yeah, I guess we're all... Ink leapt to his feet, his drowsiness evaporating in an instant. Where's Ray? Oh, I don't like those looks. Oh! I'm over here. Ray shambled out from around the corner. Ray? Oh! The arm's gone. Wow, he's coping really well. He's just like standing up and everything. There's nothing to say. It's done. Does it hurt? Let's not draw attention to like how much it probably hurts. I'm glad you're alive. Yeah, me too. Oh my god, he seems so calm. Maybe I should be doing like a different voice. How long have you been awake? I remember you passing out. Then I guess I sort of passed out myself. I've been up for about 20-30 minutes. I've just been walking around, just getting the blood pumping. I'm trying to get used to it, I guess. Ray pawed at the air where an arm used to be. I still can't believe it's gone. I think you would have that for a long time. Like, after amputations, people have phantom limbs for ages, don't they? I'm glad that we got him out of the machine. Ray winced. He stared at his stump. And I'm glad he seems at peace with it, like he's glad he's alive. Suddenly, Ray doubled over, coughing, gagging, coughing again. Oh. The blood looked almost black. Oh, god damn it. Beth was at his side in a heartbeat. No, you've lost so much blood already. I'll be okay, really. Please consider resting for a little while longer. It's still too early for you to be walking around like this. I want to go and see the arm. We don't have that kind of time. You know we don't. Hold on. How long was I asleep? I have no way of knowing exactly, but I guess you were out for a few hours. We have 6 hours left at most. What have we been doing for 6 hours? Oh no, wait, a few hours. We have 6 hours left. Still, what have you been doing for a few hours? Damn it. We've still got 2 whole doors to clear. At least. We're running out of time. Hey Beth, did we miss anything important while we were asleep? Not especially. I had my hands full with Ray for most of that time, applying pressure and keeping his arm elevated to try and keep blood loss to a minimum. Given the Ray's walking around right now, I'd say you did a pretty good job. Ray still passed out from shock, but I suppose that was unavoidable. I'm surprised he was able to wake up as soon as he did. You didn't need to do that, you know. You could have just let me die, if you'd wanted. It'd have saved you a lot of time. The fire in Ray's voice had disappeared. He sounded a good 20 years older than the man Ink had met this morning. I shouldn't have said that, sorry. Listen, Beth, I guess I haven't really thanked you yet, so... Thanks, you saved my life. We need to help one another if we're to make it out of here. Just make sure you thank the others too. Ray returned to Ink, his head lowered in thanks. Ink. Ether, thanks. Ink nodded back. There was no need to say anything. He's getting all, like, thankful after his, like, near-death experience. And Liza. I need to thank Liza too. If she hadn't taken those pills away from me, I'd have... He trailed off, staring at the floor. Ether patted him on the back. I wonder if, like, if he would have taken the pills and if he would have died, like, if we'd have left them there. I wonder how different the story gets. Hey, no need to think about that anymore. Say, where is Liza? She said she'd wait for us in the other hallway. I think she wanted some time to herself. How long ago was that? At least an hour ago, maybe a little longer. I pray she's safe. She's a tough one. I'm sure she's alright. Some truly awful things have happened to us today. I don't think it's unreasonable to think she'd want some time alone. She might even just fallen asleep like me and Ink. There's no reason to be worried. Just because of how chill everyone is about this, it's making me more suspicious. Now that we're all conscious, we can go meet up with her, and we can finish this fucking game while we're at it. If you need a hand getting around... Oh my god, Ether. Ether. I don't. Hey, what are you... Okay, so she's gonna help him anyway, but she could choose better words, right? Ether slung Ray's lonely arm over her shoulders and guided him toward the door leading to the main hall. Ink donned a heavy frown as he watched them stumble through the door. He shouldn't be alive. He was supposed to die back there, wasn't he? Yes, I believe that was sensing tension, but that isn't what I meant. I've never seen a person lose that much blood and live. The fact that he's alive, conscious, and walking around so soon after the amputation is nothing short of a miracle. What if everyone here is AI as well? What if we are in a simulation entirely, and the other people, like, and that's why Ether's a clairvoyant, because she's not real. But then, what would be the point of having all of these corners related to each separate person? Probably not. You must have seen how much blood he lost. I didn't really have it in me to watch the whole thing directly. I'll be honest, I didn't expect it to work. You mentioned that. Something about the sword not being sharp enough? Yeah. Given what happened though, I was clearly wrong about that. I'm trying to think how, like, tools work. Like, if something's hit hard enough, it's gonna feel sharper and hack the limb off, I guess, even if it's not totally sharp. Like, I'm sure things have been amputated with blunter things than a fake sword. Maybe. Okay. I've never had to do anything like that before in all my life. Even as a nurse, I'm not even close to qualified to carry out an amputation on my own. There was no guarantee I'd actually save Ray. Well, I can guarantee that he would have died if you hadn't tried. It was the right call, Beth. It's like you said, if we don't help one another, we might not make it out of here. And I can count on you, right, Ink? Need you ask? Of course you can. Beth procured a white envelope from her jacket. She ran her thumb over the creases in some sort of ritual before motioning for Ink to take it. What's this? It's a letter. Rather, there's another envelope inside that one. That's the letter. I wrote it while you were all passed out, once I was sure that Ray had stabilized. You wrote me a letter? Maybe just Ray is fake, because Ray is the one that had a different colour ink to us. I don't know. The letter isn't for you, dear, but I'd like you to hold on to it for me. Listen, if, for whatever reason, I don't survive exit corners, I need you to open this envelope the moment you escape. If something happens to me, so be it, but this letter must make it out of here. Oh, I want to read it right now. Nothing is going to happen to you, Beth. Oh, I know, dear, but just in case, can you promise me you'll hold on to this? Promise, but I'm giving this right back to you the moment we escape. You got that? Of course. Ink took the letter from Beth's outstretched hand, thumbing over the letter himself. He grinned. What's so funny? When I said that writing letters was more your style, I was half joking, but it really is your style, isn't it? It is. Not out of choice necessarily, but it's what I'm used to all the same. What do you mean? After the earthquake, I stopped keeping up with a lot of things. I've never owned a personal computer, nor a smartphone. Why would I bother? The people I wanted to keep in touch with were gone. On the off chance I wanted to speak to a sister or a cousin, I'd write a letter instead. I became something of a shut-in. My existence started and ended at my garden. It was a dark time for me. I feel like I haven't changed in 14 years. Jeez, no wonder she's so bad with tech. But that's behind me now. When I get out of here, I'll be sure to get myself my own personal Gemini. These Gemini are pretty old, you know. You could probably treat yourself to a newer model. Ah, of course. Perhaps you could help me with that then when the time comes. Ink shot the old woman a genuine smile, then took the envelope snugly into his jacket pocket. Cool, so we are going to... Why does she think she's not going to make it out? We've already done her part, and she survived that. And I'm concerned. Why give me this responsibility? And Ink, please keep this a secret, at least until we escape. Oh, but why? I can't say, but it would just mean a lot to me if you keep this to yourself. What are you hiding, Beth? Sure, Beth, I trust you. There is something so sus about this. With a nod, Ink motioned to the door. Waiting for them in the next hallway over was Liza. She was leaning against the wall, arms crossed, rhythmically tapping her foot. Took you all long enough. Nice to see you too, Liza. I'm in a bad mood. The door's still locked. I've been trying every few minutes, but no dice. Bastard didn't even have the decency to tell us why we're being detained. You look a little out of it. I, may have had a nap. A small one. Ink and I had a bit of a snooze ourselves. No need to feel bad about it. It's not like we could have proceeded anyway. Anything else we should know? I've just been communicating with my father for the most part. Oh, I see. He's been trying to contact Ink's friend Sean, but he hasn't had any success as of yet. I'm not sure how much good that'll do. Like I said earlier, I'm afraid something happened to him. He hasn't contacted me in a while. What happened to Sean? My father stopped messaging me as well. What? Really? Yeah, I can't get a hold of him. Then again, he might have just grown sick of talking to me. Keep your chin up, Ether. Pardon me, but I've been wondering, what happened to Scent? I haven't seen him since the last corner. May I answer? Ugh. The monitor in the hallway came to life. The contestants all turned to face it. I'm so concerned about how we've wasted so much time. Ink made no attempt to mask that he was seething. Salutations! It has certainly been a while. And hello to you, Ray. You're still alive, I see. My. I was like, my. You're awfully quiet all of a sudden. Whatever is the matter? Did Beth take your tongue as well as your arm? I don't want to talk to you. Goodness me, how meek you've become. As if a part of you is missing. Oh, wait. Part of you is missing. Oh, ho, ho, ho. He said he didn't want to talk to you, okay? You've had your fun with him, now leave him alone. He even needs a little girl to defend him, I see. Why don't you meet me face to face? Then we'll see which one of us is the little girl. Oh, go on there, Liza. Have you forgotten? I don't have a body with which to meet you face to face. I'm the world's first Nobody gives a shit. Oh. Oh, that face. We just want to go home. Ink couldn't rein it in any longer. This whole time I held on to the naive hope that you weren't actually my enemy. When you told us you wanted us to beat exit corners, to survive, I believed it. Unlikely though it was, I prayed you had some justifiable motive for why you were doing this to us. When you told me you loved me, I foolishly held on to the possibility that you weren't lying to me, that maybe, just maybe, you were looking out for me. He told you what? But now, after seeing what you did to Ray, I can't believe any of that anymore. You're just a sadist, Scent. And AI or not, what you've done is unforgivable. Perhaps it appears that way to you, Ink, but I hope that you'll come to understand that my love for you is genuine. One day, I hope to have my love reciprocated. Huh! It was the sort of laugh he'd have expected to come from a witch. Oh, that's not what I did. And it surprised him even. Are you fucking serious? Let's get one thing straight. I will never love you, Scent. It truly pains me to hear that, Ink. We should know not to antagonize him, is the thing. Good. I want it to sting. For the first time, it appeared as though Scent was at a loss for words. Look how sad it is. Not that, like, it doesn't deserve it, but you know, like, I think we should still try and play along. I don't know. I know you came to tell us something, Scent. Spit it out and leave. Like, I love how hostile they've been towards him the entire time. Like, they've always just been like, go away. And while you're at it, would you mind telling us why you've locked us up? I was required to make a few alterations to exit corners. I couldn't just have you running around now, could I? Okay. Because Ray probably was meant to die. It's not much of a game if we aren't allowed to play it. That much is true, I will admit. However, now that you are once again together... Are you sure about that? I just checked the door leading back to the main hall and it's still locked. I hadn't finished. You must solve the puzzle in this room to proceed. But we've already solved this room's puzzle. I will repeat myself. I have made some alterations to exit corners, the first of which is the puzzle I've retroactively added to this room. It will appear on this monitor shortly after I conclude my message. Just what are you trying to pull here, Scent? So long, suckers! Scent simply left. I don't like where this is going. Where's the puzzle anyway? He said he'd put it up, but the monitor's still off. Oh, we've lost enough time as it is. What do you think Scent meant when he mentioned that he'd made some alterations? I doubt an extra puzzle or two are the only additions. Especially not in a few hours. Maybe he's setting up another trap for one of us. Maybe me again. Even if that is the case, we prevented your death once already. We can do it again, right? At the cost of another arm? Or maybe a leg this time? Ether bit her lip. Unsurprisingly, comforting a man who had just lost a limb was difficult. If we ever come across Scent, I'm gonna rip his arm off, see how he likes it. Ray, watch your mouth. He's listening. Haven't we already established that Scent is an AI? There's a good chance he is, but I still haven't seen concrete proof of it. Maybe I was completely fooled all along and I was supposed to have been fooled. Maybe all the foreshadowy stuff is like misleading. Maybe he is a real person. I didn't fully understand what was back there in the red corner, but weren't you working on his code or something? Just a small part of it. I was writing some functions to perform some bounce checks for what might have been an AI application. I don't doubt it's possible, but at the end of the day, anything could be on the other end of these monitors. For what it's worth, Ray, I think you should try to believe that Scent is an AI. Why? If he's an AI, I'll never be able to get back at him. That's just it, Ray. If he's an AI, that would make him closer to an inanimate object than to a person, wouldn't it? Oh yeah, and he doesn't get stressed at objects. Which might make it easier for you to get over it. Get over it? You expect me to just get over it? You need to listen to me, Ray. You have every right to be angry right now, but I'm fucked. I'm fucked for life, Ether. Angry doesn't even begin to describe it. If you don't learn to control your hate, Ray, it'll consume you. What does it matter anymore? Whoa. Ray slammed his remaining fist against the wall. For all that had happened to him, he had energy to spare. Don't do that, you're gonna set that off bleeding again. My life is over. Finished. That's not true. You're alive. So you're just gonna give up then? People who give up shouldn't even bother to try. Are you one of those people, Ray? Are you just gonna lie down and die? No, of course not. Good. Silence reigned for a time. Ink fidgeted about, anxiously waiting for the puzzle the contestants were promised. So, I guess I'll be the one to bring this up if no one else is gonna. Scent's trying to get us to kill ourselves, isn't he? Oh yeah, he actually is. Oh, this... I feel like you can hear there's an airplane going over. It's really loud. Sorry about that. That's true. He tried to let... How did I not put that together? Beth by... I was gonna call it tear gas. That's not what it was. Laughing gas. The tear gas, like the opposite. And Ray by pill. Okay. Huh. Maybe because, like, robots aren't allowed to kill people. So he's trying to get people to kill themselves because it's a loophole. Seth's trying to get us to kill ourselves, isn't he? He's been targeting specific contestants and either picking out an insecurity or outright torturing them. He wants us to choose to die. Like, Liza's, like, on it right now. She's doing good. Yes, I believe that's his goal. I suspected this back in the green corner, but as soon as I saw those cyanide pills, I knew this was a pattern. If that's really what he's after, it's absolutely deplorable. How sick do you have to be to get a kick out of something like that? It may not be for kicks. I don't know what it is exactly, but I suspect there's some other motivation behind it. What makes you think that? I doubt it. I'm betting all my chips on sadistic AI with a god complex. I mean, my other thought was some sort of social experiment, but... or technological experiment. Or both. Anyway, let's just try and keep that in mind. We can't let him get the best of us. I think you, Ink, and I need to be the most careful. Some of the remaining corners may be aimed at us. She's right. If the corners really are set up to target specific contestants, that means I may very well be next. I don't even want to think about what's in my corner. I just get the feeling that we're not going to get a corner. Oh, didn't we establish that we think one person wasn't supposed to be here? And out of anyone, I just feel like it would be us. So I think we'll get to know more about these two in the next two corners. Ray butted into their encirclement. Something the matter, Ray? Oh, I should have realised. Would you rather we avoid this subject for now? Puzzle's ready. Ink turned to face the monitor. Sure enough, a puzzle had appeared on the screen. Would you look at that? Let's solve this thing and get out of here. Okay, it's puzzle time then. So Ray survived. Okay, this is good-ish. Arrange ascending. Well, this isn't gonna work, is it? Wait, what have I done? Like, that's gotta be too... Wait, what? What? Do we look different there? Maybe we don't. That was just too easy. What is God? There's something happening. We're being messed with. I don't like it. And I'm starting to get worried. Wait, really? Is that it? I think I heard the door unlock, so apparently, yeah, that's it. Why is he wasting our time with this? Why is he wasting our time with any of them? There's no point trying to figure out how Sen thinks. We need to try and make up for all the time we've lost. Yeah, that's true. I feel like when we get back into the main hall, there's going to be something changed. I don't know. The contestants all nodded in agreement. Wasting no time, Beth pulled the door's handle and threw open the door. Ink followed her into the red bureau, which Ink had almost forgotten even existed. I had forgotten existed. I thought this was going to take us straight back into the middle room. No good. The door leading back into the main hall is locked. Are you kidding me? We've already cleared these rooms. The monitor is lit up. There's a puzzle on it. Go figure. Hopefully it's as easy as the last one. Fingers crossed. At least he can't give us any more after this one. Yeah, why do you say that? There aren't any rooms left between this one and the main hall. Ah, true enough. Yeah, but after that there's gonna be more. Anyway, shall we? Descending. Oh, I don't like this. This feels like... Is this just a test of our cognition? Is it like... Are we being tricked? Should I try talking to people just to see what they've got to say? This puzzle's like... It's the same thing as the last one. Well, almost. Yeah. As far as I can tell, it's identical to the last one, except it says descending instead of ascending. So would the answer just be the inverse of the last one? Yeah, I guess it ought to be. I'll give it a try. No chat with me? Not want to discuss what this means? Have you tried to input the inverse of the last puzzle's answer? What are you waiting for? The answer should be 9, then 8, then 7 for the top row, then 6, then 5, then 4 for the middle row, then 3, then 2, then 1 for the bottom row. She's reading the numbers. Right, I'll try that then. I just thought you might have some good chat for me, you know? Some theories. This is a joke, right? The puzzle is just the opposite of the last one, isn't it? That's what it looks like. The last one didn't have any abnormal tricks, so I suppose this one doesn't either. Weird. Why would he set these puzzles up if they're so easily solvable? I haven't the foggiest. Perhaps Sen has an ulterior motive. Hell to the yeah, there's an ulterior motive. I just don't know what it is. I'm scared. I'm so scared. Something's wrong. These puzzles feel different from the rest of Exit Corners. He's making these up on the spot. You think? I guess it would explain why they're so bad. You hear that, Sent? Your puzzles suck. Ink didn't expect a reply, and consequently didn't receive one. What a burn. Don't celebrate just yet. Look at the monitor. We are speaking far too soon here. We do not know what's coming up. Ink looked over his shoulder. He hadn't noticed anything at first, but upon closer inspection, the puzzle on screen had reset. Another one? No, it's the same one. Why do we need to do it again? We solved it. You just had to open your mouth, didn't you? Give me a break. I had no idea he'd actually do this. He's trying to buy time. There's no two ways about it. That's the most likely explanation. He locked us up in the Red Wing because he was making changes to exit corners, and I'm willing to bet those changes still aren't ready. Don't get discouraged. That's likely what Scent wants. Right. Let's solve this next one then. Right, so we think it's... I'm gonna talk to the contestants. So we think he's buying time, but he could have just stayed quiet for a bit longer. Okay, this is ridiculous. Isn't this exact same as the one we just solved? Unless he's trying to throw us off somehow, the solution ought to be identical as well. That seems unlikely, given the other two puzzles were pretty straightforward. Who knows? We don't know what Scent's objective is, so there's no way to be sure. Still, it's worth trying the same answer again before we attempt anything else. Yeah, I'll try that. Right, just looking for any insight is all. Now I'm starting to wonder if there's any hints, like, in the order that those numbers were just in. Well, it was correct. Are we gonna have to do it again? Things are changing, he's changing the rules and I don't like it. I can't believe we had to do that one twice. Are we done yet? The monitor played the puzzle complete chime before turning completely white. Another one? The monitor's low humming stopped. In lieu of displaying another puzzle, it simply went dark. A telltale click-clack came from the door. Ink sighed. Are you done wasting our time, Scent? We have a game to win. Oh, stop it with the jabs! Who's in control here? Beth shimmied over to the door and popped it open. I suppose we're done here. Beth motioned for the others to follow. Ink watched as the other contestants all made their way through the door before him. Ink dreaded stepping back into the main hall. It would be there that he'd find out exactly how much time he and the others had lost. He knew their time was growing short. Ink shook his head, then stepped through the doorway. Ink never did check the timer. Something else had captured his attention instead. It wasn't just Ink either. The other contestants had stopped dead in their tracks and simply stared at them. Who are they? That's... no. Ray fell to his knees. The others continued to stare in silence. What the fuck? Oh, show me. Is this our contacts? Is this Sean? Bellbridge University. Is this Ray's girlfriend? Ex? Two bodies were sprawled across the floor of the main hall like a pair of discarded toys. Are you alive? The woman was a mystery to Ink. The man, however, there was no mistaking him. Sean? Not skipping a beat, he ran over to his friend, grabbed him by the shoulders and screamed. Sean! 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 Extra Sean. Is he alive? He had blood on his mouth. But he wasn't like hanging or like body parts dismembered and stuff like that. Okay, I need to see what the next one's called. +2. They're definitely alive. This is gonna be a little bit awkward. Especially for Ray. Like, that girl's trouble. She literally just completely screwed him over, and I feel like she could screw any one of us over. Oh, this is... Huh. So I guess that's... Right, Sean had already vanished before we chopped Ray's arm off. So, like, this isn't just because of what happened. This was already planned-ish. Oh, I can't remember at what point Sean stopped messaging us. Shit. Oh, but the dads aren't here? The two dads? And obviously not the dead son. Oh, but we will get to check whether we've been messaging Sean this entire time. I'm guessing we have been, but I'm not sure. Okay, that was chapter 18 then, delayed. Good stuff. I'm excited to see where, like, because we knew what was expected of us before was to go to the other two corners, but seems to be shifting the rules around a little bit, so it'll be interesting to see, like, especially the next episode. Maybe it'll set some more stuff up again, or at least we'll see. I don't know if we'll get to choose between a door, probably not, but we'll be set on a new path again, right? Because we're now back to a neutral place. Oh, let's check, where was it? Standings? Still looking like that. I still don't understand this paranoia thing. Maybe we're going to end up with more standings at the end of the next one. Because of, you know, more people. Alright. Well, I'm sure that Sean's going to enjoy flirting with Ether, maybe? This can only go well, right? This can only go well. I will see you guys next time for chapter 19. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.